You know I find these posing bits embarrassing, right? Like, they literally make me cry inside. So I apologise for my awkwardness around it, but I'm trying my best. I'm a 34-year-old who looks like this. I am not a model, and I am very aware I am not a model, so. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are well. Today I am going to be doing this spring makeup look in collaboration with the amazing Laura from Laura's Natural Life. She is a blogger that I have been following for a long time, and I think she is a total babe. She talks about wellness, she talks about beauty, she talks about non-toxic living, and she has also just recently brought out a new online course which you can sign up for, which teaches you everything you need to know about how to detox your home and your living space. So I'll leave all the links down below to that, but basically you need to go and follow her and give her some love because she is just absolutely incredible. We decided to do this first collaboration together, which is the spring makeup look, and then we'll be doing another one next month, so you'll be able to see that soon and find out what it's about. But for now, this is the makeup look that I will be doing for you. It's super simple, super easy, minimal products, and takes no time at all. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, a super exciting announcement. I am launching the Glow Summit 2.0, which is going live on the 23rd of April, which is where I am interviewing some of the most incredible ladies in the areas of nutrition, mindfulness, business, lifestyle, and living life on their own terms. So if you would like to sign up to that, it's totally free. Then the link's in the description bar below. Again, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe because it really supports my channel, and let's get into the video. First things first, tie the hair back. So the first products that I am going to use is a mix of these two. This is the Dr. Hauschka Translucent Bronzing Fluid and the Balance Me BB Natural Perfection SPF 25. These two mixed together, they're very different consistencies. This is really light and this is quite thick, but put on your face, this just gives you a bit of colour and this primes your skin a little bit more. So yes, roll the sleeves up and let's get going. So I don't put very much on my hand, just like one pump and then bit more of the Balance Me and pop it on, move it down your neck as well. So it is a glorious day here in the UK. I've been to the gym already this morning. Admittedly, it was a bit of a rubbish workout, to be fair. You know, some mornings where you wake up and you're like, the only way I can convince myself to get out of bed is if I say, look, just get to the gym and just walk on the treadmill. Just walk on it. That's all you need to do if you don't want to do anything else. So that's the way I convince myself to go to the gym, because obviously you don't want to get up at 6 AM to go. And this morning I actually did just walk on the treadmill. So I'm going to go out for another walk later on at lunchtime once I've done all my filming, because I like to listen to podcasts when I walk as well, just because it's good for your mind, isn't it? And then, yeah. The next thing I am then going to use is the Sappho Essential Foundation in Lisa. This is their liquid foundation, and I really like this. I have to build it up. I haven't used it for a little bit, so let's just try it again. I'm using the Real Techniques brush just to dab it in, and it's a kind of a light coverage, I would say. So I'm going to have to build this up slightly, I think, just because I like a little bit more heavy coverage, but this builds up pretty nicely whenever I've used it. So let's just get this mirror up properly. And it buffs in quite well, especially with this brush too. I thought I would bring you a slightly different foundation, because if you'll have seen any of my videos recently, then all I did was harp on about the Perez foundation and use it for so long. So I thought it's about time I did something different. So going in with the second coat. Or maybe I'm not. Whenever you're ready. I'm then going to move on to the Clove and Hallow concealer, and this is in 03. Now, I keep seeing Clove and Hallow pop up everywhere, and I haven't looked into them a whole lot, to be honest, just because I haven't had time, but I'm hearing some great things about them. Okay, we need to try that again because I just spilled tea everywhere. So, it's all right though, nothing is stained. So I had to abandon ship for like 5 minutes. However, as I was saying, I have been hearing some great things about Clove and Hallow. They are a cleaner brand from the little bit of research that I've done into them. And their concealer, which I'm using right now, is great coverage. Like, I would say full coverage. So I just had to close the blinds on my window because it was so bright in here that you basically couldn't see me. And I have the settings on my camera set to a certain setting, which I really don't want to change because it took me so long to figure it out, and I am not camera literate whatsoever. Covering up some scarring on my neck. I love this concealer. I've used it a couple of times but completely forgotten about it because normally I always use the Hint Beauty concealer and it's amazing. I am then going to prime my lips with the Kari Gran Lip Whip, and this is a peppermint tinted on. I don't know if this actually has a name. I thought it did, but they don't say it on the actual packaging and I threw the boxes away. Anyway, it's the really light pink one. The next thing that I'm going to move on to in my spring makeup look is the Lolo contouring palette, which is their Sculpt and Glow. I haven't used this in ages, so I'm quite excited to use it again. I'm going to use the foundation brush and go in with the brown, the contouring colour. Now, I really like this colour. It looks like a dark brown eyeshadow, but it looks really nice on as a contour because it gives you a bit of colour, but it's not shimmery at all. And sometimes I just don't want shimmer because I'll get that from my highlighter, which I'll show you in a second what I'm going to use. And I like to build it upwards, just so then I kind of look a bit more bronzed and you don't have any harsh lines, which is good. And then we're going to use some up here on the hairline, just to give me that bronze look for spring, not like I've been hibernating for ever and a day, which I have. This has been literally the longest winter of my life because I did 2 winters rolled into one. If you didn't know, I was living in New Zealand for a couple of years and I moved back over to the UK when New Zealand was moving out of their winter and into summer, and they have just had literally the best summer since like 1930 something, and I went back to the UK winter. I'm then going to use the Inika Baked Mineral Luminizer, which looks like this. It's really shimmery and lovely. And I'm going to use the contouring brush again, just to go in my cheeks and move upwards, up to my cheekbones. Because this has a little bit of pink in it, so it's nice to go on the cheeks as well. And then for a little bit of extra highlight on the cheekbones, I'm going to use the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer. Now, I've not used this in ages. It has such a gorgeous shimmer. Look at that. Oh, lovely. I'm just popping that on the cheekbones here and sticking my hair to my face as well. It has a really nice shimmer, look. Look at my shimmer. And then popping a tiny bit on my nose and then on the top of my Cupid's bow. Let us move on to eyebrows. So for eyebrows, I am using the trusty Eco Brow. I just love using this. I don't really use any other product. Even when I try and use brow pencils, it just doesn't give me the same effect as what this does. So I like to use this. And I will be continuing to use it for spring, although I'd really like to try Plume, actually. They seem to have a defining wax really similar to this, so that might be interesting to give a whirl. Now, for my spring makeup look, I am using 2 RMS pots. This one is the Lip to Cheek in Smile, and for my eyes, I'm using the eye polish in Solar. So we will start off with the eye polish. And it looks like this. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous bronzy colour, which is perfect for spring. And what I love about this is you can just place it on really, really easily with your finger. So you could take this if, say, you were going out for drinks in the afternoon or after work in the afternoon. Easy, Ailish. And just place it on, and you can leave it like this on its own if you want, or you can build up the colour and then add other cream colours in as well. Now I tend to stay away right from the inner corners of my eyes because I like to build this up as a slightly smoky look. I'm just going to use a tiny Real Techniques brush to go underneath my eye as well. Just gives a cleaner finish and you have slightly more control. And I'm then just going to get a fluffy brush and blend the cream here. Blend the cream out basically around the socket and just above. So then there's no harsh lines. And then I am going to get the Perez Jojoba eye pencil, and this is in bronze as well. And it's a slightly darker colour than this, but I'm going to go along the waterline. What I love about these is that they're really, really blendable. So you don't have to worry about having a perfect line because you can just smudge it out and it just adds a bit more depth to the look that you're going for. So I just got a blending brush here and I am blending it out slightly. So as you can see, I am not being careful with what I'm doing whatsoever, but it's just adding slightly more depth to the eye look. And then I'm going underneath as well. What I find really funny about doing videos on YouTube is that when I look at myself in the mirror and people see me in real life, they're like, wow, you've got a lot of makeup on there, Ailish. And when you see me on my YouTube channel, you're like, oh, that's such a natural look. And some people are like, I need you to do more glam looks for me because they're all far too natural. And I'm like, yeah, but if you saw me in real life. As you can see, it's just added a little bit more dimension and depth to my eyes. So now I am going to go in with some mascara, which we have a different mascara today from the regular two that I normally use, and this is by FitGlow Beauty. So I'm going to give this a whirl. I enjoyed using this the first time I ever used it, but sometimes with mascaras you need to let them get some air and thicken up slightly, especially with natural, not only with natural ones, but even with like non-natural mascaras. Sometimes they need like a little bit of oxygen just to, you know, give them a bit more oomph. So this is what I've kind of done with this mascara. Left it for a little bit and now it's great. Okay, to now add a little bit of colour to the look, I am using the Lip to Cheek in Smile, which looks like this. You have to excuse all the mess on my hands. So basically I put some on my finger, dab most of it off onto my hand, and then start to work it onto the cheek because you can always build this up, and then working it upwards. I never go right in the apple like here, I go slightly above, just because normally that's where your colour ends up coming. Well, mine does anyway. So then go back onto my hand and then blend. So it just gives a really nice kind of healthy glow, which is what you want for spring. And then add some to your lips as well. Now again, I love this because you can build it up if you're going out, or if it's just during the day, then you've got a really nice peachy pinky corally colour on your lips. So let's just take the hair down so you can see the finished look. And that is my super simple spring makeup routine for you. I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Thank you so much for following. Don't forget to sign up to the Glow Summit 2.0, which is down below, for more details, and you can see all the experts that I'll be interviewing. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.